Good. We're live. Oh, hello, hello. Hey, welcome, IP engineers. My name is Boris Polania. I'm one of the PIP Labs story engineers, and we are live from ETH Denver. I've been given the honor of being the first session on the live streaming of the story on in Denver. So right now we're about to start with a very nice I don't know, interview, talk, whatever you want to say it. It's about how to win a hackathon. For that, we invited my friend Keiser from Sekai. So how are you doing, Keiser?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yeah, great to be here, Boris.
How's been Denver treating you?
It's been good. Yeah, the weather's really nice. Yeah, it's like a blast in the past, right?
Okay,
Here 1 year ago.
nice.
Yeah.
So tell me what is your what are you, Sekai doing? Is sponsoring the hackathon? What is how you're involved in the hackathon this year?
Yeah. Well, we're not competing in the hackathon like we did last year, but more so like just showcasing what we're doing, right? Like I think we've come a long way since 1 year ago when we kind of debuted at the hackathon. But yeah, we're excited to showcase all the new features that we built on the platform.
Nice. And did you win on any of the prizes last year?
Yeah. We ended up winning the so there's like four winners. We were one of the top winners of the hackathon last year.
Oh, the whole ETH Denver hackathon?
Yeah, the whole.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And then also the story bounty. So we won the story bounty.
Nice. So let's start with something basic. What would you be your very basic advice you can give to any hacker starting to hack to today's Thursday morning, only 2 more days, they are stressed.
Yeah.
What would be your most basic advice for them?
Yeah, actually, it's a little bit counterintuitive, but I would say one of the tips that work for me is actually rather than putting more and more trying to do too many things, just simplify, right? Like focus on a couple core things and like really double down on that. The same applies when you're building a product or a startup, but you just want to like make sure you focus on a few things and do them really well.
Yeah, I usually do that. Give that same similar advice is don't get stuck in more than 1 or 2 hours in a feature. And if you are being stuck in more than 1 or 2 hours, it's probably a feature. It's too complex to be in a demo for the hackathon. So definitely get advice. Yeah, one other advice I usually like to give to developers is to start working on the pitch early in the game.
Yeah,
most of them start doing it like the previous night, very late, so they don't do it very well. So how was the pitch? Who did the pitch when you won the hackathon? You did the pitch?
Yeah, I did the pitch. And I don't normally pitch a lot, so it was definitely something new for me. But yeah, I agree. Like practice is everything for pitching. Whether it's pitching at a hackathon or like a first, raising your first rounds. Just want to be very comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just do it repetition. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I did a lot of hackathons in my day. I won a few, but I never did like a hackathon for a project I was planning, like you guys did, right?
Yeah.
So most of the time, even the hackathons we won a big hackathon, Money 2020, a few years ago, when they're still doing the hackathon. But it wasn't a product we were planning to keep working on. We call ourselves semi-pro hackathoners. So we just wanted to win and you move on to the next thing, right?
Yeah.
So, but you did the other way. You were actually building something you wanted to keep working over time. That's right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think for me, same with how I, was introduced to story as well. I guess I just had a really deep interest in like creating something in the IP space for like storytelling. And it was just a really natural interest. And so after the hackathon ended, it was something that I just wanted to keep working on, right? And I think I'm glad it worked out.
But you came with the idea, you came with the team, or you found the team and the idea here?
Yeah, so I formed a team for the hackathon, but the teammates didn't end up joining me afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, but then, I think, that's kind of how things work, right? Some people stay with you, some people don't, but it's all like,
Oh, so the team that did the hackathon with you, they didn't stay in Sekai?
Yeah, they didn't.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had their own jobs and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And you built a team here or before coming to Denver?
Before. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both of them sort of were acquainted before as friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of the issues that modern hackers have in doing the hackathon is, they don't have
Right.
a developer, or they're missing the UI person. So that's something I always try to help people, and it's probably the hardest one to
Right.
guys, because it's not like a formula. So there is something you said about getting the team, or what kind of people you should be looking for if you're looking for your team once here, not before you can here.
Yeah. Like when you're here, then I think it really depends on skill set, right? Like you want to find people that match your, can complement your skill set. I think these days though, especially with AI, it feels like you can really get things done, by yourself if you wanted to. But like, yeah, it helps having like to find like one other person that can really complement your skill sets.
And did you do any hackathons before last December with this idea or with other ideas?
So actually the funny thing is like the only hackathon that I attended before ETH Denver was the story hackathon. That was like it was 2 months before. And before that, it was 10 years ago when I went to the UCLA hackathon. I'm not really a person that goes to hackathon, but yeah, it was just like a fun experience,
Okay, yeah. I was about to ask you what is the wildest or craziest story about hackathons, but I don't know what you.
What about you?
Oh yeah, I mean I have a few, man. When I was started doing the hackathons, was early in the game, no Web3. There was doing like hackathons with $1 million prizes. They don't do that anymore.
Oh wow!
So it got really competitive. So we got a lot of crazy stories with crazy team members we recruited that they would just disappear in the middle of the night and then come after the pitch, and after we won, there was
really?
What part of the prizes there.
That's terrible.
Yeah. But it's a nice, and I think before Web3, the space was a little winding down, the hackathons, and I think Web3 picked it up. So this the vibe. And in the past 2-3 years, I haven't done many hackathons on that side. I've been in this side, right? I've been judging or been, helping organizing. So it's getting exciting the again to do the hackathons because of the Web3 thing. And it's nice to see that teams like yours like started at the hackathon and it's still working. And that's a very rare, man, that find a team that. But it's always exciting, and I congratulate you about that. You guys have been kidding on with us. You have a small booth here.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
So if you are in Denver, please stop by Story booth and make sure you tag with my man Keiser about what Sekai is doing. Can you give a short into what you guys do?
Yeah, definitely. So I guess a short pitch is like we basically help you transform any of your personal life experiences into amazing visual stories in just minutes. And we do that through, using AI as kind of the backbone. You can generate images, audio, text, all seamlessly. And, we'll basically help you focus on, really what matters to you, which is telling your personal story that matters to you. So, yeah.
And what's the link with Story? Can you talk a little more?
Right.
What's the connection? How did you integrate it into your product?
Right, yeah. So at the core of it is like IP, right? Like the stories you tell, the characters you create, the worlds you build. So how we integrate Story is like everything that we have on the platform is and can be IP. And then after that you can kind of see like kind of how everything is attributed and then influences each creation. And so that's kind of how we're thinking about integrating Story and IP on the platform.
Awesome, man. That's cool. That's really cool. So to finish the interview, if someone is considering right now integrating Story into your product for the hackathon, any advice you can say? Where should we start? Should they go connect the smart contract? Should they use the SDK? What should they do? What do you think about it?
Yeah. Honestly, I would say, focus on getting the high level kind of like, what you're like, why you're trying to like, integrate IP first. I think if that isn't solid, then, just like trying to put in like, the IP NFTs or like, integration is probably not going to make sense. But, kind of take a step back, think about, okay, can this make sense for like, the creators and provide net value for the ecosystem and for like, whatever you want to build. And then I would say like integrate it, right? And then, that's the easy part.
That's great advice. I've been asked a lot with some hackers. They want to hack with IP when Story, but they trying to force it, right? Because they want to get the bounties.
Right.
So it's definitely important that the narrative of the intellectual property into the product is there.
Yep.
It's okay. So, well, man, thank you very much, man.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Boris.
Yeah, good luck during these days. And you hackers, if you are here, come to the booth. we can help you. We will be walking around the castle during the hackathon. If you want to come talk with Keiser, he can give you tips. He's a really nice hacker too. So yeah, thank you for stopping by and stay. We will keep streaming all day with the other members of the teams. I myself later have a streaming with the Latin American community. We were talking about the plans for Latin America with Story this year. So stay tuned and see you guys later. Thank you very much,
Well, thank you.
brother. Thank you
All right,
very
yeah,
much.
thanks a lot. Yeah.
Nice man.
Yeah, okay, great. Thanks for having